Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another Sport Bike Haven production. It's your boy Jordan. Today I'm out on the InMotion V11Y. It's going for a little cruise. I just got back from vacation in Chicago, and although we did get to experience a little bit of electric bicycle and electric scooter out there, you know, their system out there in Chicago is not quite, you know, it's not great, I'll tell you that much. Like, I know over here in this Gresham Fairview area we have a lot of really awesome bike lanes, very easy to get around down here on your bike, lots of cool paths to go on. And you know, in our area in Chicago there was a lot of bikes and scooters through this Lyft program thing, or whatever, you know, Lyft, city bikes, you know, rent the bike and all that stuff, ride share, whatever you want to call it. And you know, we did it a little bit, but it just, you know, like the whole thing was very sketchy, so we kind of got over that real quick. And you know, it was just you know, wanted to get out on my unicycle on some nice roads and stuff. But today's topic, I did want to talk a little bit about personal electric vehicles, and just, you know, how now that they're getting more prevalent and more powerful, you know, we're getting a lot more laws, kind of a lot more attention focused towards the e-bikes and whatnot. And you know, I'm no expert on the laws as far as all that stuff goes. You know, the main thing that I know basically is, like, there is you know, once you hit above 750 watts, you know, you move out of the assisted bicycle category and kind of into its own, like, you know, I don't even know what they call it, you know, it's just the next class or whatever. But you know, you're more of a motorcycle than a bike above 750 watts. And you know, it's a lot more attention being focused on this stuff right now, because, you know, they're getting big and there's a lot of kids riding around on them. And you know, some of the kids are doing dumb stuff, probably, you know. But in this video, you know, I kind of want to stick up for, I don't know, for us, I guess. I don't know if I really put myself in that category or not. I'm not like a dumb kid anymore, right? But you know, I've definitely, it's a bit of a learning experience getting to familiarize yourself with, you know, places where you can ride, and, you know, how to react to traffic properly. And so it's the whole thing. And you know, it's the thing that really kind of has been getting to me in general is, you know, I've been seeing people that I know just kind of talking crap about people riding their e-bikes and stuff, you know, mostly like the e-motorcycles through town. And you know, I feel like it kind of rubs me the wrong way, because I think, you know, like, I get it from both sides. Like, I'm the type of person who, I really love this type of stuff. I love, like, e-bikes, and not that I've really had any chance to ride any ones, you know. Like, I would really absolutely love to get like a nice Sur-Ron, you know, something with the 15 or 20,000 watt motor, just something bad to the bone, you know. I want the power, and I haven't had that opportunity yet. But you know, there's, you know, parents out there getting their kids you know, pretty sick bikes, and you know, these kids are doing crazy stuff, I guess. You know, at some level, I understand the people who kind of frown on it, you know, like, you know, if you're out there, like, being like overly aggressive towards people, you know, if you have no respect, and you know, you're just being absolutely crazy, and you know, especially if you're hurting people or damaging property, you know, that is the level at which I would disagree with the actions of those specific people, right? but you know, I definitely don't like the over regulation of things. You know, I want people and myself to have the freedom to be able to get out there and cruise their e-bikes and you know, enjoy this type of stuff. It's just you know, ever since I got this electric unicycle, I've just had so much fun. I absolutely enjoy the heck out of this thing. It's super cool. You know, I can't say enough good things about how much fun I have on it. And so I also, you know, I very much am for the being able to do this. And I think one of the things that really rubs me the wrong way is like the people complaining about it. And I know several people, and I'm not saying everyone is like this, but you know, the people complaining about it have also done their own dumb stuff, you know, plenty of dumb stuff. And you know, I just find it so hypocritical sometimes how people will complain about other people for the same actions that they do. That just annoys the shit out of me. And believe me, or don't, right? But I am very, you know, I very much analyze my own self in that sense. Like, basically every action that I do, or things that annoy me in other people, is something that I have like thought about in myself, you know. So, you know, not that I still, you know, probably have, you know, I've probably said some hypocritical things or whatever in my time, but I do my best to try not to be like that. But the main thing is, I guess, is that, you know, I want to see people be able to grow up and be grown-ups and do these fun things and not just get harassed for it, or, you know, like, basically that, right? I don't know how to say it any more eloquently at this time. And you know, it just kind of takes me into another point in the sense that, you know, gosh, sometimes I just wish people were more understanding of each other. We're all going about our lives. We got our own things going on. You know, everyone's moving at a different speed and at a different time in their life. And you know, I just wish there was more understanding for people, you know. And I ask that of myself too. You know, I definitely probably see times when I could be more understanding or more thoughtful or more helpful, all sorts of stuff. You know, I'm not perfect by any means, but I think this whole thing with e-bikes and, you know, people just complaining about them and like wishing that there was more regulations and this and that, it just really, really upsets me. Because I know a lot of people have done plenty of dumb shit. You know, that they've done their dumb stuff, and it's not really fair that, you know, some people get to grow up, you know, like have got to grow up and do their dumb stuff and like, you know, learn from it, and you know, and those same people want to take that away from other people, you know. I'm like, let these kids and all the people, you know, because it's not just kids, but I think it's you know, a lot of the kids being dumb is where it kind of you know, is getting to people. And it's tough because, you know, some of these kids are getting on pretty powerful electric bikes, right? And like I said before, I mean, I don't have any problem with people just riding in the roads, or, you know, as long as they're, or on the streets or wherever, you know, on the streets, on the sidewalks, wherever, as long as they're being respectful. I mean, like, you know, slow down if you're passing someone close, you know, watch out for cars, try your best to kind of follow the general, you know, ways of the road and stuff, you know, just do your best. And you know, some of these kids, they're young and they're having access to really, really powerful electric vehicles, and you know, I guess, so I get it. You know, I get where people want some level of regulation or rule. You know, it's very tough because I don't think that some of the parents even probably understand what they're getting their kids sometimes. And at the same time, I'm like, holy crap, like these parents got a lot of dang money to just give things to their kids and stuff. Like some of these Surons, you know, they're like, the Suron at least is like $5,000 machine. You know, and a lot of the other ones, they can range anywhere from like $1,500 all the way up to as much as you really want to spend on one. So yeah, I'm just getting off the topic here, but yeah, really, I just you know, it's one of those things that's kind of maybe annoyed me a little bit. I want to be able to ride without getting harassed, and yeah, I just think it's awesome. You know, I really love these personal electric vehicles, or, you know, I hate to say love, but I very much enjoy it. You know, I really enjoy being able to ride, just how fun it is. And you know, I want everyone to be able to do that if they want to, and I don't want people to get harassed for it, or, you know, a bunch of laws you know, limiting what we can do, or like what kind of things we can get. I think a lot of it should be just to, you know, parents understanding what they're getting their kids, and then everyone just being respectful. You know, it's like it can be tough if you're like 14 or 15 years old and you basically have the equivalent of a 300cc sport bike, or like a, you know, 250cc dirt bike, you know, that you're just on the road with. And you know, even though that's not a lot of power compared to how much power they can be, it's a lot of power for a young kid who's never really had anything like that before. So you know, it's definitely takes a little bit from everyone, and that's why I want to see people being more kind with each other and understanding. And yeah, I just want to be able to continue doing this stuff.